It's Movie Emporium's Hadestown review. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Movie Emporium's movie review of the stage musical adaptation of Hadestown. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have another version of this type of musical movie, similar to Hamilton and Merrily We Roll Along. This, of course, is based off the Anaïs Mitchell Tony Award-winning musical called Hadestown. And in essence, it's a recording of the stage play, which actually brings in a lot of the original cast members and tells the story, of course, of Eurydice and Orpheus, as Orpheus travels to Hadestown, to basically rescue her and bring her back because it's, his love, his muse, and so on and so forth. And in the process, has to go through a lot of trials and tribulations. Hades, of course, with Persephone, has caused a lot of imbalance. And basically, Orpheus has to basically right the what went wrong. He's like that character, like a Luke Skywalker in a lot of respects. Not like that, but you know what I mean. And it's that story. It's Anaïs Mitchell's story, and it brings back a lot of the original cast members. So that's what this thing is, Hadestown, similar once again to Hamilton when that came out on Disney+. This will release on theaters for 5 days. Okay, so back in 2024, I actually got a chance to see this musical live on stage where I live. I fell in love automatically. I listen to this musical like once a month. It's beautiful. It's heartbreaking. It's a tragedy. It's a love song. It's everything you can imagine. But it's a really heartfelt story and a really tragic story of two lovers, of two individuals who just kind of lose their way and stuff like that. And, it brings in Hades and Persephone and the Fates, and of course Hermes, who narrates the whole entire movie. The whole entire play. And I was really excited to watch this because you're bringing back, Reeve Carney, who plays Orpheus, Eva Noblezada, who of course plays Eurydice, Patrick Pace, who plays Hades, Amber Gray, who of course plays Persephone, and then you have the great André de Shields, who won a Tony for this performance, who basically plays Hermes, the one that's narrating the whole entire play. And I knew, it's very difficult to make this bad because it is a live recording of this actual live stage play. So I was excited. I was excited to see this, and show it to friends and stuff like that. It's one of those musicals that I think is better on stage, but if you get a chance to watch it in the theater, I think it still works. So for my honest review, it is wonderful. It is nice to see the original cast members back. They're fantastic. It's crazy that Patrick Page basically tore his Achilles tendon and still gives a great performance, even though he has to use a cane. He has that big boot you see in the movie. But what this musical does, like Hamilton, like Merrily We Roll Along and Come From Our Way, is it allows you to see the original cast members and why they were so good at what they did for the musical and why it was a Tony Award winning Best Musical and Best Actor and so on and so forth. And therefore it retains everything about it. Retains all the great music, all the great moments. The nice thing about these is they can get up close and personal. So if you went to see this musical on Broadway or on stage, and you're sitting in the balcony or whatever, you can't see a lot of this close-up stuff. So what this does and what these musical movies do is allow it to get up close and personal with the characters, so you can see like their facial expressions. You can see like a lot of the set pieces and how they work. They focus a lot on the particular character that's singing, and it's wonderful to have these things because a lot of these musicals are very expensive, so therefore you get a cheaper version. Even though you're watching it on a screen, you get a cheaper version and a much more intimate version of these musicals. And another great thing that this one does that, of course, Hamilton doesn't, is a lot like the whole entire musical is shot with the crowd. So everything they show up close, everything you see is the exact same musical. It's not different cuts and edits like Hamilton did. I'm not saying Hamilton was bad for doing that. I'm just saying that's what it was. And I think it's a beautiful musical. It's sad, it's heartbreaking, but there's powerful moments. The stuff with the little lamps, the stuff with, every time that, André de Shields talks and how smooth he moves and how just beautiful it is, and with Reeve Carney and Eva Noblezada, who are now an actual couple, how they work together and how the fates kind of come into the mix, and how Hades and Persephone are kind of in there, and you watch Persephone work and you watch Hades have to do his thing, and then how it just kind of bleeds into like a second act, which is just mesmerizing and awe-inspiring. Like the set pieces in this, the set music moments in this are so awe-inspiring, so beautiful, that is no wonder it won the best Tony musical, because it's great to watch. Yes, it is, it can be problematic with some of the stuff that it's trying to do, but I love the New Orleans jazzy setting to it. I love the fact they use the rotating turntable style set and stuff like that, kind of like Hamilton did. And I just love the fact that it gets so up close and personal that you just feel like you're in front row, and it's beautiful. And they show the audience, and they're really into it. And the actors and the swings and everything that happens in this are just wonderful. And once again, it's a romantic musical with a lot of tragic moments and a lot of great moments. And it can be a little confusing. That's what musicals do. They have to go from set piece to set piece to set piece real quick, so it can be kind of hard to follow, but it doesn't take away from how good this musical is and how good it is shot. And I think, the cinematographers and the director, which is Brett Sullivan, do a really nice job of like focusing when they need to focus on, having camera work go up from the bottom and top and so on and so forth. And that's Hadestown the musical. It is a live recording of the actual live stage play, and it's wonderful. It really is. It's really great. It's going to be my top 10. No, because it's one of those in the middle type of things where it's great, but it's still just a recording of the live musical. But I highly recommend it. I think it's great. So if you have not seen Hadestown, you are not willing to pay the hundreds of dollars to see it, this is perfect. You can watch it in theater, watch it when it comes on video demand. It's wonderful. So that is Hadestown the musical, and I highly recommend it. So there you go. Anyways, with that said, thank you so much for watching my review. I do appreciate it. In the comments below, have you seen Hadestown? What's your favorite musical number? Mine is Wedding Song. I really love that song. But let me know what you think of the movie, what you think of the play if you've seen it. So let me know. Otherwise, if you like what you see on this channel, hit the subscribe button to join Movie Emporium. Hit that notification bell at the top to find what's coming next. If you like the video, awesome. Hit that like button. And as always, we'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out, guys. Wait for me, I'm coming. Wait for me.